This sucks. This really sucks.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? From Ched Talks, I'm Robert, and you're watching Spicy Things. It's the show with spicy questions and even spicier nuggets. And today I'm joined here by Chris from Ched Talks. He's had many accomplishments, such as losing a lot of weight, running a lot, beating video games, getting married, making home improvements, and making speeches. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. That is a great intro. I appreciate it.
This is not your first rodeo, though, with hot sauces, as you yourself completed a hot wings challenge over 10 years ago. You'd won a shirt, the meal was free, and your name was put on a wall of the restaurant. Having eaten, well, actually, we need to eat first, and then I will finish that question. So,
Is this the first time you're running this show?
it is actually. All right, so we got the first one. And I will only drink milk if you drink milk. You want some milk? I'm sorry, I have to drink milk.
You're gonna drink milk?
I'm gonna drink milk. Cheers.
This one's good. It's not super spicy.
Nope.
But also, Costco chicken nuggets are pretty good.
Is this video sponsored by Costco?
This video is sponsored by no one. This video will maybe be viewed by tens or hundreds of people, so.
Let's say thousands.
My last video did not get to thousands, so yeah.
You just need to work on your marketing. So having eaten the first chicken nugget, how do you think you'll do here today? And do you think I'll be able to keep up with you?
I think you'll be able to keep up with me. I think I'm gonna sweat a lot. The only concern I have is whether I'm underestimating the later sauces, but at the end of the day, we're gonna get through it and it'll be good. Yeah.
Well then, that was a simple, easy start. We can move on to number 2.
That was question 1?
That was question 1.
Okay, go ahead.
Seeing double, which is appropriate because double is 2 and we're on number 2.
Did you prepare that ahead of time?
I came up with it and
On the spot?
on the spot earlier today, and I'm ready to share.
It says that they donate 100% of profits to hunger relief charities, so that's good. Cheers.
Cheers.
I feel like we should, oh, I'm sorry. This one doesn't taste as spicy as the first one, but I like the taste.
I agree. I do like, and I like the taste more than the first one. Mm-hmm. So in the summer of 2019, you performed your first stand-up routine in front of a live audience in Las Vegas, and you did quite well. Who or what were the biggest inspirations of your sense of humor, and how has it evolved since that stand-up?
Okay, so first I should say that I did well because most of the people in the place were, they knew me, they came with me, so I think I benefited from that. That's my sister laughing. The first time I even thought about humor was in high school because that's when I really wanted to be more socially liked by people, and Friends was really popular, so I started watching that. And then the girl that I was interested in, she really thought Chandler was funny, and so I started watching Friends, and I thought Friends was a great show, but I tried to figure out how Chandler's comedy would work. Basically, I had to prepare at home, like sarcastic quips and stuff like that, and then try to find situations where that could come up and I could insert myself organically, and I never ended up with this person. So
there was never a moment where someone said, man, could you be any funnier? No. I just wanted to show that I know about the shows too. That I know about Friends as well.
It tastes like kimchi. Do you know I have kimchi every day? Because as a middle-aged man, I learned about my gut health, and they say that having fermented foods improves your gut microbiome.
Oh, maybe I should eat kimchi all the time.
I think everyone should eat some sort of fermented food.
Earlier this year, you achieved a milestone in your life of completing a marathon. Many years ago, though, you also completed a triathlon with 2 friends.
Oh no.
One of whom eventually became your wife.
Yes.
What were your final preparations the night before the triathlon, and how did it contribute to the team's overall performance?
That is a very specific question because you know the answer. So the night before the triathlon, I was reading Harry Potter #6, The Half-Blood Prince, and it was a really good book. So I stayed up until 6:30 a.m. finishing the book. It was great. And then immediately left for the triathlon.
Did the others in the team notice that?
I told them immediately what I had done. They were not happy
They
about
were not
that.
okay.
No.
So how did it affect the team's overall performance?
Well, it started off great with the swimming. Because my friend John, he's awesome. I think he came out 4th out of the entire group of people. Yes. And then Jean did pretty well on the bike ride. And then I had to run 8 miles. And I had goo packets. It was my first time ever having goo packets. I didn't know what they were. And I started feeling bad in my stomach. And basically, we came in second to last overall. We were the last team try, and then the person who came in after us was a person who was doing the triathlon themselves, and they were like...
not on a team. They were by themselves doing all 3.
They were like 70 some odd years old, and that was the last person.
I see.
Jean was not happy about it.
I did know the answer, but I thought this was a fun question.
Thank you for bringing up that memory.
Yeah, no problem.
Yes.
All right, so moving on to number 4.
Hey, should we clink our nuggets together?
Is that a health concern at all, or?
Should I be concerned?
No. Cheers.
I don't know what's up, but this doesn't taste spicy. Does it taste spicy to you?
No, but this was really good though.
Yeah, it's tasty.
During your college days, for the Chinese New Year festival, you and your friends created a martial arts video. How intense was the training and rehearsals to get down the choreography? And were the elements of your own expertise in martial arts that you got to incorporate?
I do not have expertise in martial arts.
Okay.
I went for 3 years, got to purple belt, and that was it.
That's more than a lot of people.
Okay. It was more like, can we try this out? Does this work? Can I jump off this thing? Can I safely, throw myself off this? That sort of thing. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Were there any injuries or?
No injuries that I can remember. But I do know that in the place where we were filming, there was one part where I run up the side of the side of the stairs, like up the banister type of thing. It's like a concrete structure.
Right.
And then when I went back to visit, I see now that they put up really tall handrails, which I think is a direct result of what we did that night. But
wow, okay.
No, I don't know if that's the real story, but that's what I want to feel like I influenced the world. But
I'd like to believe that is the reason that.
That's because you're a very supportive brother, so thank you.
I will be there for you.
It's perfectly good. Clink.
Clink.
Okay. I think we have to pour sauce on it before we drink it.
Okay.
Or before we eat it.
Your first video and comeback video on this channel, Tread Talks, revolves around your feats in losing a significant amount of weight.
Yes.
What are your plans now in terms of building muscle on this new body?
Weight training. Thank you, sir.
So then, will there be another video
No.
of the No.
There will not be another video training montage. That's the last one I'll ever do.
All right. That was a simple one.
Okay.
Let's move on.
Oh yeah, no. We need to put some on there. Okay.
And it's not the last dab, but
No.
we're dabbing.
Okay. You can taste that, right? You can feel the heat.
Yep.
Like I'm really feeling it in my throat now. Oh, there's a big jump. Oh.
I don't think we need to dab until the end.
No, I think we do need to dab.
You want to continue to dab?
Yeah. Because I feel like it's the first time I'm really getting the...
All right. Early on in your relationship with your now wife, you presented to her a PowerPoint slideshow
Yes.
of the history of Nintendo.
Yes!
What was the most interesting fact on that slideshow, and what were her thoughts on it afterward?
There's so many interesting facts, and your eyes are watering.
They are.
No, so the fact that it started over 100 years ago, making Japanese playing cards, that they invented so many or really popularized so many things that video gamers take for granted today, like the D-pad, or being able to have an analog stick in your default controller, or having 4 controller ports in front of the system, or wireless gaming with like the Wavebird from the GameCube era. The fact that the president of Nintendo was a programmer himself who would just dive in and fix bugs himself and get teams out of jams. I think the whole history of Nintendo is interesting throughout. The lawsuit that they got into with, I think it was Universal, over the rights to Donkey Kong, because they thought that they ripped off King Kong, but then it turns out that they didn't have the rights to King Kong because in a previous lawsuit they had argued that King Kong was in the public domain. So I think just lots of interesting stuff about Nintendo. I can't pick a single thing.
And I actually heard that the lawyer who won was named Kirby.
Okay, yeah.
And that
was where the name came from?
You'll need to fact check me on this. I heard of this. I'm not sure if it's entirely true. I'll need to double check, but...
Oh, that's cool. Oh, that Mario's name comes from Mario Segali, the landlord of I think it was like the warehouse where they were storing the arcade machines. The fact that the same person invented Mario, Zelda, Donkey Kong, I almost said King Kong, Donkey Kong, it's just awesome.
So then, what were her thoughts though on it afterward?
I don't remember what her, I think she always humors me when I'm sharing things, so I think, and I make a good PowerPoint presentation, so I think she liked it. I'll ask her later. We're gonna dab it. Just a little bit. Boom. Yeah. Boom. All right, cheers.
Number...
I'm sorry. 8.
Wow, you're not gonna dab?
Cheers. I'm sorry. I don't know how I feel about this one.
It's getting harder for me to distinguish the taste. So
tasting
I just
anything?
have to deal with the spice.
Oh, the spice is there.
So you don't want to drink some milk?
No, I don't want to drink some milk. What the heck is da bomb going to be?
Your native language was Spanish.
Okay. Yes.
You learned English in school.
Yes, I did.
And you married into a family whose background is speaking Mandarin.
Yes.
While your mouth is burning, can you tell me a sentence in all of the languages I listed, plus any other languages you may know?
Oh, are you serious? Okay.
Yes.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Me llamo Chris. Esto está muy caliente.
Sí.
No sé qué estoy haciendo. In Mandarin, 谢谢. 你好吗? 没关系, 没关系. I don't know if I'm saying it right.
I just like that you started your sentence with thank you.
おはようございます。僕の名前はクリスです。美味しいですね. Okay, can we move on?
Any other languages?
I have no other languages.
All right, well, moving on just means we're eating something hotter.
Yeah,
Are you ready for number 8?
Yes, and we're gonna dab the bomb. Okay, that was it.
Oh, you're right, this doesn't taste good.
This is nasty.
Yeah.
Oh!
We are currently doing this show emulating the YouTube hit series Hot Ones. What would you say are the odds that this video gets Sean Evans' attention enough for him to invite you on his show for a real episode? A real episode, despite not being as famous as the typical celebrity that appears on this show. And what would increase your odds?
The odds are 0. The only thing that... This sucks.
You want some milk? I'm sorry, I have to drink milk.
You're gonna drink milk? The odds are 0 because he does so many of these. And so many people do this. So many people buy these sets and they... and they do this on camera, just like we are, and they're probably more interesting. I've not given good... What the heck is this? And they give better answers. And let's move forward. What's next?
Number 9. I'm not dabbing.
You're not dabbing? I'm dabbing. How the heck did Conan O'Brien get... What the heck?
I need a... Do you have a napkin?
Why?
I need them.
Okay. This sucks. This really sucks. Can you please hurry?
All right, number 9.
Cheers.
You once stated that you were created by 2,000 butts farting at the same time.
Yes.
How scientifically detailed can you explain that process? And how do you reconcile your creation story with being raised by immigrant Cuban parents?
What kind of question is that? That's actually a really good question. When farts happen, a lot of biological matter, which is microscopic, is expelled into the air. When 2,000 butts fart at the same time, if it's aimed in the same single point, the same singularity, if you will, then that matter can come together to form something organic. Do this enough times, with enough repeated cycles, and maybe if lightning strikes at the same time, that matter can become life. I reconcile this with my Cuban immigrant parent upbringing by saying that they were just trying to get by. They just went with it. You're really breathing in my face. Sorry. That's okay. And thank you for bringing back that memory. Please continue.
It's tradition to dab a little bit extra for the final bite. Seriously. I can't believe you haven't drank any milk.
Yeah. I can't taste anything.
Would you rather go through the experience of having the 13-year and I think it's 7-year cicada?
7 year? It's 16 year and 13?
No, it's 13 and 17 year. Would you rather have those cicadas be around for 3 months or be forced to eat the last chicken nugget for dinner every day for a month?
Last chicken nugget every day for dinner for a month.
Really?
I hate cicadas. I hate bugs. They're good for the environment, but cicadas just don't look where they're going, and they bump into you. And the one time one crawled inside a shirt, and I found it later, and it was a horrible experience. Does the milk help?
The milk helps.
Okay, that's great.
The good news is, Chris, the nuggets of hell, they're behind us. You've conquered the gauntlet. There's nothing left to do but roll out the red carpet, this camera, this camera, this camera, to let the people know what you got going on.
I spent years making a training montage documenting how I lost 100 pounds. So far, less than 1,000 people have watched this movie. I would love it if you would watch this movie. I also made a video documenting the things I had to do mindset-wise in order to lose the weight and keep it off. That video is also going to be here, so please watch that.
Can I have some of your milk?
No! Get your own milk. I hate this.
Am I good? Can I?
Yeah, we're done. Let's never do this again. Wait. Do you want to talk video games?
What?
Okay, bye.